What if I told you there's a way to seriously grow your business, but without that constant grind of chasing new customers? Yeah, you heard me right. Let's get into it, because today we're going to unpack a super powerful blueprint for multiplying your profits, not just your customer list.
I mean, are you on that hamster wheel? You know the one. That endless, expensive chase for new leads, new sales, new faces. It's just exhausting, isn't it? Well, what if the whole way we think about this is just wrong? Because here's the big secret, and this is pulled straight from the playbook of some of the most successful entrepreneurs out there. Ready for it? Real growth, it isn't about finding more customers. Nope. It's all about creating more value for the ones you've already got. It's a complete game changer in how you approach your business.
Okay, so if the goal is to give more value, how do you actually structure that? Like, what's the plan? Well, the answer is this really powerful framework for growth. It's called the value ladder.
So what is it? Put simply, the value ladder is just a strategic way to map out everything you offer, your products, your services. Each step on the ladder goes up in both value and price, and it's all designed to do one crucial thing: maximize the lifetime value of every single customer that comes your way.
And this image here, it's the perfect illustration. Think of this as your blueprint for growth. You see, you'd never hit a brand new customer with your most expensive offer right out of the gate, right? Of course not. Instead, you guide them up the steps. You start with something low cost or maybe even free. We call that the bait. And from there, you gently lead them to your first paid offers, the front end, and then eventually up to your highest value, most premium services, the back end.
Okay, I know this might sound a little abstract, so let's make it super real. We're going to look at a classic example that shows this whole ladder thing in action. Let's talk about a dentist's 4-step secret to some pretty massive growth. All right, let's break this down step by step. Step 1, the bait. The dentist offers something you just can't say no to, a free teeth cleaning. It gets you in the door, right? Then, once you're in the chair and they've already provided some real value, they move to the front-end offer, an upsell to teeth whitening. After that comes the middle, a higher value offer, something like custom retainers. And the final most important step, the back end. That's where they sign you up for a continuity program, for regular checkups.
And it all starts right here, 0. That's probably the most powerful number in all of marketing. For the customer, this bait, it's a total no-brainer. It takes away all the risk and makes it super easy to just say yes. And for the dentist, this isn't a cost. Oh no, it's an investment to get a perfect, highly qualified lead sitting right there in their chair.
Then, boom, the first real transaction. Let's say it's $497 for teeth whitening. Now think about this. The customer has already gotten real value from that free cleaning. That initial trust, it's been established. So now they're much more willing to invest in that next level of service. And from there, we climb again. Both the value and the price tag go up. Custom retainers, now we're talking nearly $1,000, maybe more. And look, this only works because at every single step, the dentist has proven their worth. They've built a relationship. The customer isn't just buying a thing anymore. They're investing in an expert they trust. But here, this is the real masterstroke. The ultimate goal is getting them into that continuity program. A membership, a subscription, that plan for checkups every 6 months. Why is this so brilliant? Because it creates predictable recurring revenue. That's the holy grail, right? It's the annuity that makes the entire business stable and strong.
So here's the thing. The ladder itself, it's just a structure. It's a great plan, but that's all it is. The real question is, how do you get people to trust you enough to actually climb it? What is it that makes them want to take that next step specifically with you?
Well, the answer to that is the guide. The person they feel a connection with. And this has a name. The marketing genius Russell Brunson calls this the attractive character. Now, the attractive character, this has nothing to do with being a supermodel, okay? It's a persona, one that you intentionally create to build a following. It's that human element, the thing that forges a real personal connection and makes you the trusted guide your audience actually wants to follow up that value ladder. I mean, listen to how Brunson himself puts it. He says, an attractive character is a persona that attracts clients or customers and helps you build your following to eventually make sales. It's that simple. It's basically the engine of trust that makes this whole system fire on all cylinders. So, okay, how do you build one? The great news is this is not about inventing some fake personality. Not at all. It's about strategically amplifying the real, authentic parts of yourself, the parts that are going to resonate the most with your audience. And it really breaks down into 4 core elements.
Think of these 4 elements as the building blocks for your persona. First up, your backstory. That's your journey, where you came from. Sharing your struggles and your wins, that's what makes you relatable. People want to follow someone who gets it, who's been where they are. Next, you've got parables. These are just simple stories you tell to teach something and make a connection. You know the saying, facts tell, but stories sell. Third, and this one is so important, you share your flaws. Look, perfection is boring and nobody relates to it. Being open about your imperfections makes you human and builds some serious trust. And finally, number 4, you embrace polarity. What's that? It just means taking a stand for what you believe in. You're not going to please everyone, and that's okay. In fact, that's the point. You'll attract a tribe, a loyal following that's on the same page as you.
Okay, so let's recap. We've got the value ladder, which is our blueprint, and we've got the attractive character, who's our guide. So now the question totally shifts from how do I do this to what do I do? And more specifically, what's your first rung on that ladder?
Seriously, just think about it for a second. This whole strategy is about turning the stuff you already know, your specialized knowledge, into a real business. I promise you, you are already an expert in something. You have value to give. Now it's just a matter of building your ladder.
So I want to leave you with this final thought. Don't worry about the big, high-ticket stuff at the top of the ladder. Not yet. Just forget about that for a minute and focus on the very first step. The question is, what is that one single, irresistible piece of bait that you can offer to start your perfect customer on their journey with you, starting today?